Hello, my name is Edward Wallace, and the first piece I'll be performing is Notes from the Underground, or Notes from Underground by Dostoevsky, and the second will be The Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams. Why have you come to me? Why have you come? Answer. Answer. I'll tell you why, my good girl, why you have come. You've come because I talked sentimental stuff to you then. So now you're soft as butter and longing for fine sentiments again. So you may as well know that I was laughing at you then and I am laughing at you now. Why are you shuddering? Yes, I was laughing at you. I had been insulted just before by the fellows who came that evening before me. I came to you, meaning to thrash one of them, an officer, but I didn't succeed. I didn't find him. I had to avenge my insult on someone to get back my own again. You turned up. I vented my spleen on you and laughed at you. I had been humiliated, so I wanted to humiliate. And you imagine I'd come there on purpose to save you. Yes, you imagine that. Save you. Save you from what? But perhaps I'm worse than you myself. Why didn't you throw it in my teeth when I was giving you that sermon? Power. Power is what I wanted then. Sport was what I wanted. I wanted to wring out your tears, your humiliation, your hysteria. That was what I wanted then. Of course, I couldn't keep it up then because I am a wretched creature. I was frightened, and the devil knows why I give you my address in my folly. Afterwards, before I got home, I was cursing and swearing at you because of that address. I hated you already because of the lies I told you, because I only like playing with words, only dreaming. But you know what I really want is that you should all go to hell. That is what I want. I want peace. Yes, I'd sell a whole world for a farthing straight off so long as I was left in peace. Is the world to go to pot, or am I to go without my tea? I say the world may go to pot for me so long as I always get my tea. Did you know that or not? I'm a blackguard, a scoundrel, an egoist, a sluggard. Here I've been shuddering the last 3 days at the thought of your coming, and you know what has worried me, particularly for these 3 days? That I posed as such a woman, as such a girl. That you would find me in this wretched torn dressing gown, beggarly loathsome. I told you just now that I'm not ashamed of my poverty, so you may as well know that I am ashamed of it. I am more ashamed of it than of being found out if I were a thief, because I'm as vain as though I'd been skinned and the very air blowing on me hurt. I shall never forgive you for having found me in this wretched dressing gown, and I shall never forgive you for the tears I could not help shedding before you just now like some silly woman put to shame. And for what I am confessing to you now, I shall never forgive you either. Yes, you must answer for it all, because you turned up like this, because I'm a blackguard, because I am the nastiest, stupidest, absurdest, and most envious of all the worms on earth who are not a bit better than I am. But the devil knows why. Are never put to confusion. What is it you want? Why are you still standing there? Why don't you go? Go with the moon. I went much further. For a time,
is the longest distance between two places. Not long after that, I was fined for writing a poem on the lid of a shoebox. I left St. Louis. I descended the steps of this fire escape for a last time and followed from then on in my father's footsteps, attempting to find in motion of what was lost in space. I traveled around a great deal. The cities swept about me like dead leaves. Leaves that were brightly colored, but torn away from the branches. Now I would have stopped, but I was pursued by something. It always came upon me unawares, taking me altogether by surprise. Perhaps it was a familiar bit of music. Perhaps it was only just a piece of transparent glass. Or perhaps I'm just walking along in some street at night, in some strange city, before I found companions. I pass the lighted window of a shop where perfume is sold. The window is filled with pieces of colored glass, tiny transparent bottles in delicate colors, like bits of a shattered rainbow. Then all at once, my sister touches my shoulder. I turn around and I look into her eyes. Oh, Laura. Laura, I tried to leave you behind me, but I'm more faithful than I intended to be. I reach for a cigarette. I cross the street. I run into the movies or a bar. I speak to the nearest stranger. Anything that can blow your candles out. For nowadays, the world is lit by lightning. Blow out your candles, Laura. And so goodbye.